Son Joe. How you doing, everybody? I'm gonna get a look at this bike. There we go. He's getting great gas mileage, wouldn't you say? Oh, against my better judgment, I'm riding, taking a morning ride. So I hate to tell you how it's going because I don't want to jinx myself. Not that I believe in jinxes, but every time things are going good and you point it out, there's a gremlin who gives a guy a flat tire 2 miles ahead and you get stuck. So I'm not going to say it's going good. Well, it's borderline cold leaving this morning, but it's going to get up into the 70s. So I'm wearing the mesh in good faith. Got the weatherman is within 15 degrees. Is that asking too much here in New England? And while I have you on the phone, yeah, just a couple thoughts looking ahead to full-on winter and riding. So you know, if you've been following my channel, you may recall that my in-laws a few years ago got me a really nice warm, or I should say, it's a really nice and warm cold weather helmet. It's a Modular. It was actually my first full face helmet. It's a Schuberth. It's a C3 Pro, so it's an older helmet now. It's still within the you know, the impact time frame or whatever you want to call it. But you know, I had mounted, as you may know, a Skezen chin mount for my GoPro so that I could motovlog in the winter in a warmer helmet. And you know, it works, is what I'll say about that. It works. However, I guess if I'm being honest with myself, it does push into my jaw enough. It inhibits my talk. I know that's hard to believe. It actually inhibits my talking, and it just gives me that feeling like if I was to have an impact in the front on the chin, you know, that unit just might, you know, not be a good situation for my jaw. So, well, you know, the mornings have been cold. I've had to scrape a few times, so I know that time is right around the corner. And so I'm thinking about, you know, removing the Skezen, which I've been using for, you know, it's a season or two, a winter or two, and you know, maybe hard mounting the GoPro apparatus to the Modular helmet, which I got the Skezen so I wouldn't have to do that. I got the chin mount, the squeezy chin mount, so that I wouldn't have to do that. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, the Skezen, it's you know, it's a Amazon product, I believe, and what it is, it's like a big clip, and it literally clips the chin. It chips the GoPro. I can't talk this morning. It clips the GoPro mount to the chin bar of a Modular helmet. It can anything you can grip it onto, it will grip to. So it's not just for helmets. In fact, it may not be for helmets, but I've been using it on my helmet. You know, so maybe I heard somewhere that you could do that, or maybe it said it on the website. But I will tell you that though it works, it does press uncomfortably, at least in the Schuberth C3 Pro Modular. It does push the clip into the bottom jaw. And so that, you know, I want to do something, because my other option, and I've been, you know, seriously considering this too, is just not motovlogging in the winter unless it's a warmer day. You know, it's like some of those days, you know, it's 15-20 degrees out, you know, and I'm not out long anyway because my hands get so cold. Maybe those are days when I, you know, what am I motovlogging then for? Is it to ride around in the cold so you guys can see it? probably, if I'm being honest, you know, with my ego or whatever, like I like to see that on other people's channels sometimes, and I like to do it too, just to I don't know, do I need to prove to you that I that I ride in the cold? I don't think by now I need to do that. So so at any rate, I'm thinking like perhaps at least for this season, unless I figure out a better option, that I may just take the Skezin chin mount off the shoe berth, and maybe not even motovlog when it's that cold. Does that sound reasonable? And in the meantime, I think it's been a while since I've asked, but you know, does anyone have a better idea for mounting a GoPro onto a modular helmet? You know, and being able to, the key is being able to thread the you know, have a microphone adapter and the little microphone as well. So if it was just mounting a GoPro, then I mean, that's, you know, that's doable, but it's mounting it with the respective apparatus, and specifically the apparatus that I have, because I can't really afford to be buying new apparati. It was really foggy this morning, so I'm gonna take it easy over the train tracks. There we go. Yeah, you make extra sure. Oh, I'd love to pass these guys. You got to make extra sure you're going in a straight line over railroad tracks. So you can kind of get away with it maybe on certain days if you're a little crooked, but you definitely, especially in that one, it doesn't look like it on the GoPro, but if you don't line up ahead of time, you have to be sort of in a lean when you go over them. And yeah, like the fog is burned off, but I don't trust the rails to be dry. So anyway, that's my question for you. That's my proposition. That's my idea, is that I may be removing the Skezin and just using, it is such a comfortable helmet, that shoe berth. I'm really grateful to my in-laws. Yeah, so that was just what an investment that is. Like that's the kind of helmet, if you can afford it, do it. Oh man, I'd love to catch a leaf for you guys. Yeah, it's one of those things, you catch a leaf, but you never catch it when the camera's running. And again, why do I does my ego need you to see me catch a leaf? If you don't believe me, you don't believe me. And if you believe me, you believe me. There's nothing I can do about it, right? Hey, we live in the AI world anyway, so I could catch Tinkerbell and it would look real. All right, guys, that's enough out of me. Oh, I thought that said coffee. You can tell where my brain is. What, a ploofy? Ploof? If it said coffee, you might have my vote. I don't know. Anyway, let's get through this intersection. Ugh. All right, guys, Matt the Greeter. I want to see something beautiful. This little stretch. I love it. The trees are big. The house is enormous. A lot of people seem to live there, which is pretty good. We got a house in our neighborhood. You know, as you may recall, I rent, and we've got a pretty small apartment for, 3 kids and a wife, and I'm in the support-based service industry, whatever you want to call it. So money's not our priority. Helping people is our priority. Therefore, we will probably not be buying a house anytime soon, although we would love to. There's a blah house, not a bad house, but nothing spectacular, in our little neighborhood. It would be perfect. It's $750,000, and that's what it's like here in the Boston area. I don't know what it's like where you guys are, but there's a lot of them you can enjoy looking at, but you just can't get in them. Yeah, leave a comment. What do you think I ought to do about my helmet? I'll probably just do what I'm going to do anyway, but I would appreciate your input. And I can't wait to be stuck behind this guy for 12 miles. All right. Oh, hey, that's negative, right? I just saw a guy who I thought his name was Coffee. That's positive, right? Yeah, let's get back into the positive. Yeah. Hey, I care about you guys. Thanks for riding along. You guys are the best. If you're new to the channel, this is pretty much all it is. Don't get your hopes up. You may probably not even want to waste your time subscribing, but if you like whatever it is I talk about, and you want to hear me talk about or want to hear my thoughts on an issue, just leave it in the comments. I'm happy to kind of discuss something in our one way at a time nature that is motovlogging. It's a little time travel. I speak into the future, you hear it, and you speak into the future, and then I hear it, and we have a conversation, but it's a little bit ground control to Major Tom. Danger men working. Ooh, danger men. That sounds exciting. Danger men. All right, guys, Matt the Greeter. There's a danger man. He doesn't look dangerous, but that's how they get you, right? They look fine. It's that little cat. You go to pet it, and it's like, rah! Holy smokes. Yeah, unsubscribe now. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.